afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. So I'm out here cruising around in the Tacoma today, as you can see, and I got to thinking, what do I use this truck for? And I'm curious, what do you use your truck for, your Tacoma? And be honest, leave a comment down below. The main use of your Toyota Tacoma. So I'm going to be brutally honest here and let you guys know what I use mine for. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Number one is for making videos. When I decided to get into YouTube many moons ago, I had to pick which platform or truck I wanted to use, right? And it could have used anything. I mean, it could have used a Ranger, a Chevy, a Nissan, whatever it was. But I went with my gut and I picked the one that I like the most, which is, of course, the Toyota Tacoma, as you may have guessed, for a number of reasons. One, looks. I love the way the truck looks. I've always loved the way that it looks. And I've said many times that it's the best looking truck out there in the midsize market. And I believe it still is today with the fourth generation. Although, if I'm being honest, some of the others have caught up a bit. Not to say that they've overtaken the Tacoma, but they're getting close. Some of the Chevys look really nice. And even I guess the refreshed, redone, I don't know, Nissan Frontier is not horrid either. The Rangers, not so much for me, but that's all personal preference anyway, right? So I decided to go with the Toyota Tacoma. I use this truck primarily for doing mods and things, and it's not just as a means to an end, I guess. It's also because I love the truck and I love the process, from planning out what mods and things you're going to do to researching them, finding them on the web, actually buying for them. That's my least favorite part, when you have to pony up the cash, right? But buying the mods, and then of course the painful wait for them to come, and then doing the install. And I've been lucky so far. I think almost every install I've done on every Tacoma I've had, maybe a couple, have always gone well. I've never had any huge issues. So the reason for that, not because I'm some brilliant mechanic or something, I am not, is just to take your time, do your research, and I guess follow directions. That's the best advice I can give. So that's my number one use for the Tacoma, as a platform to do what I love doing, which is YouTube and other things. I also have the group. It's fourth generation Toyota Tacoma group, or Toyota Tacoma owners group. There is a link down below. Check that out. Lots of great people there. The second thing I use it for really is just relaxing. I jump in the truck, go out, cruise around. Sometimes I make these videos, sometimes I don't. I just enjoy the ride, the power of it, the feel of it, the stance of it. And honestly, just knowing that cruising around, and maybe I'm a bit conceited, knowing that other people are looking at the truck and hopefully admiring it, or at least appreciating it for what's been done so far, and just the truck itself, I think. Not that I really had to do anything, but I enjoy that as well. The stance of it, the view, the comfort inside, I mean, everything is just spot on. And I believe the fourth generation is the best iteration of the Toyota Tacoma that we've had yet. More powerful, more room, at least in the front area, smoother ride, all that stuff than what we've had in the past. So kind of as a relaxation vehicle for me. Kind of get out, just collect your thoughts, enjoy the ride. Next up, I guess this is number three if we're numbering them, is to haul stuff. You have to have a truck to haul stuff, right? And I don't haul a ton of stuff, certainly less than I did in years past. With some of my previous Tacomas, I would haul bed loads of mulch, bed loads of dirt, rocks, all kinds of different stuff, plants and things like that. Definitely comes in handy when you're doing things yourself. There's nothing worse for me than going somewhere and buying something like, let's say, a big screen TV, for example, or anything larger, and then having to pay a company what now is somewhere between, I think it's $50 and $100 just for the privilege of having them deliver it for you. I think that money should be incorporated into the price. It'd be less painful. I always hate when I go to buy something in the past before I had trucks and talking about delivery price, just a drag. And then when you tip the guys when they're done, because I always do, you know, that's an extra 20 or 40 bucks. It gets expensive, right? I don't have to do that. I've got my truck. I can go out. I can pick up whatever I want, throw it in the back, clean or dirty, it doesn't matter, and haul it myself. And I really like doing that. Next up, I think, again, what do I use the Tacoma for? And this might be stretching the definition a little bit, but resale value. You know, the Toyota Tacoma, I believe, is the number 1 or number 2 vehicle when it comes to holding resale value. And that's only important to me, and this again is owner specific, I suppose, because I trade often, right? And if you trade often as I do, you wanna keep as much of your money as you can, right? We all do, right? So when you go to trade it off, you want the resale value to be high. And it always has been on the Tacoma. And I'm going to be interested to see in the future with the 4th gen, because I don't think it's necessarily true right now, if they hold their value as well as the 3rd gens do. And I'm still seeing some pretty darn good pricing out there on 3rd gens, right? Anywhere from, for a good truck that's, you know, maybe a 23, 22, something like that, with low miles, somewhere in the, you know, high 20s to low 30s. I mean, that is excellent. And the only other vehicle out there, and it goes back and forth between 1 and 2 for some strange reason, is Jeep, like the Jeep Wrangler. I don't know why it is that Jeep holds its value and rivals the Tacoma, especially given Jeep's reputation, but nonetheless, it does. And that happens to be one of the other vehicles I own, the wife owns, I should say, because she likes Jeeps. And I don't hate them either, to be honest. I know Jeeps take a lot of flack in forums like this where you're talking about the Tacoma, but honestly, they're fun. I like the way they handle, the way they look, the ruggedness of them, all that stuff too. Lastly, this is kind of a split for me as a daily driver. Although, being a full-time YouTuber, you know, I don't daily drive to a brick and mortar anywhere. But nonetheless, when I'm running errands like going to Lowe's or Home Depot or even the grocery store, wherever it may be, I split the time between this and my other 2 vehicles. I've got the Jeep, as I mentioned, or the wife does, and then also a Tesla, which I love. For anybody that doesn't like the Tesla, that's too bad. It's an awesome vehicle. But I do split the time between those. But nonetheless, there are days when I'm just doing my daily things that I use the Toyota Tacoma for that. Again, just because it's easy to get in and out of, it's comfortable, it's fun to drive, all the other things that I already mentioned. Anyway, just wanted to get on. I was just thinking about that. Thought I'd share with you guys, you know, what do I use my Tacoma for? And now it's your turn. Leave a comment down below. What do you use your Toyota Tacoma for? And again, be honest. I know we're all heavy off-roaders and we go out and beat the hell out of them every day. No, that's not true. What do you use it for? Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.